Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve. I just came across this short clip of this Taylor Schabusiness, and this is her father. Her father comes, he was in jail. As you can see, he's in prison attire, you will see. Okay. And Taylor's behavior is so strange to me. It's the most strange. Okay. I've never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. But we're going to just hop on in here and then I will react accordingly as I do. Okay. As I do.
But were the kids in the house?
They were upstairs in their bedrooms.
Okay.
Look at her.
After that occurred, did you see any changes in Taylor's behavior, first of all?
She's a little rambunctious. Nothing. I mean, she played volleyball. She had a good amount of friends she hung out with. She was a normal kid.
Okay. Did things change at all?
Watch how she looks around the room. To me, it seems like Taylor is seeing something that we ain't seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I imagine just from the look on her face that whatever it is, it's cartoon characters. Like, there's cartoon characters all over the room doing weird things that are making her smile and laugh like this and chuckle. Like little cartoon characters are just running around the room doing weird shit to entertain Taylor. Like, that's what this looks like. Watch her. Look.
For her?
I wouldn't say too much. She got in trouble a little bit at school, but I don't know, something with a band instrument.
What happened with that?
Yeah, what?
Oh, she just took somebody's band instrument
And did what with it?
And
and then returned it, but little.
In what
nothing-
condition?
Nothing major.
where did she go to school?
She went through the Howard Somical School District.
Then did she go to Bayport High School as well?
Yes, sir.
Did you get information that she was having issues at school?
Well, yeah.
What?
It's so strange. Is this not the strangest thing you ever seen? Like, it's like she's trying so hard not to laugh, but she knows something that we don't freaking know. Like, what is going on? I need to know what is going on inside her head. Whatever it is very colorful and very much animated. Okay. It's a cartoon is what I'm saying. Okay. I think the world must look like a cartoon to her, which actually kind of would make sense for the way that she behaves. Like we all look like cartoon characters. Oh my God. Like something is up.
Can you tell me?
From what I can recall, just
If they don't find her criminally insane or just insane, I don't know then there ain't no reason for them to be testing anybody or trying anybody to see if they are insane. She's definitely insane. There's no doubt about it. I mean, this ain't up for debate. Like, she's definitely insane. Like that. Absolutely. She requires medication. Okay. In fact, she said she wasn't even high, like, cause she does all kinds of stuff, but she wasn't even necessarily fully high when she did this. She said she probably should have taken something. So those things might actually have been keeping her at bay. Oh my God.
normal,
Oh yeah. Was she normal, Dad?
just kind of acting out, I guess.
He don't know what to
Just a
make
couple
of it.
little instances
Like,
that
I guess
happened
this.
in
I assume this was normal girl behavior. Is it not? I'm not a girl, sir. So I didn't know. I thought this was normal. I thought, is this what puberty for girls look like? I guess so.
but it's kind of why I yanked her out of there and sent her to Texas so she could graduate and kind of get away from the issues that were going on here.
She went to Texas to live with her grandparents.
Correct.
When was that? Do you know?
2017, I believe. I'm not sure.
Okay. How old was she in 2017? Do you know?
She was 16 and a half, probably 17.
16, 17. How long did she live with her grandparents then in Texas?
About a year, a little over a year until she graduated.
Okay.
Maybe 2 years.
Can we talk to
Oh,
grandma?
About a year, maybe a year and a half.
Was that Cotulla, Texas?
That's correct.
Petula.
Was there a point where she got pregnant?
Well, about a year and a half ago, maybe?
Okay. And,
Yeah.
and she had a baby, correct?
Yes, she did.
And the baby is currently living in Texas with the grandparents, correct?
Yeah, how is that relevant to anything here? Why do we need to talk about him?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So, before,
Defensive. I mean, is he alive? Like, that's weird that you said that. Why we gotta talk about him for? Is he okay?
before the baby was born, was she placed at Nicolay Psychiatric Center?
Before the baby was born?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay. Did you see her at the Nicolay Psychiatric Center
Oh,
when she was
yeah,
there?
yeah. I'm sorry. It's just so much going on.
It's through Brown County.
Yeah,
Is Faja seeing the cartoon characters too? I don't know.
I went to take her there.
Oh, he might be
myself, actually.
hypnotized. She seemed like she could hypnotize somebody, make them see what she sees. I don't want to know.
Okay. Why did you
Yeah.
take her there?
She just wasn't in the right state of mind.
Was she psychotic?
I guess.
Objection, I don't think this witness has the ability to answer that question.
Oh my God. Just start talking to him, Taylor. Just start talking to the characters so we can know what the conversation is. Clearly, something is talking to you right now. Clearly, something is speaking to you, Taylor. Describe it to us. We want to know. What does it look like? You know, does it have an anvil? Does it look like a coyote? Is it always chasing a roadrunner? Did the train just hit it? I feel like that's what happened. I feel like there's an Acme box, okay, with some kind of tools in it that you see, okay? Just tell us. We want to know.
Okay. All right. Was she experiencing like hallucinations?
She
and
just,
things?
yeah, she was not in the right state of mind at all. So
Tell
I
us-
feared that she would hurt herself. So that's why I took her. And we both agreed.
I wish you would tell us what was happening. Tell us what was happening. They done brought you out here in Daryl's orange shirt, and you ain't even gonna look. You know they in the same area. Look at that orange. That's the colors. That's the colors.
We both went there together
Uh-huh.
and tried to get help, and then ended up
What happened?
releasing her, and she came home, and that was about it.
Okay. Was she prescribed some medications and things like that?
She was at that evening, no, but yeah, she has been on some medications that she'd never liked taking those pills. I mean, they
Dang. And that's why that happened. Ain't that something?
kind of messed her up even worse.
Did they cause her to hallucinate or cause her to have?
I think
Problems?
it all started with a Seroquel that was taken,
Did you talk to some of the doctors or psychiatrists at the Nicolay Psychiatric Facility?
Judge, I'm going to object.
Did Taylor live with you in Green Bay for a while?
for a little bit, yeah.
Was that in 2021 or what year was it?
I believe so, yeah. But again, speaking to them and, her being an adult, they really, even being a father, weren't allowed to disclose anything,
Right,
you know.
sure. When she lived with you, sir, what address did she live with you at?
1130 Moraine Way.
And how long did she live with you?
Just a few months.
Did it ever come to a point where you didn't want her to stay there anymore because her behaviors were getting worse or her mental status was getting worse?
No, I love my daughter, so I'll do whatever it takes to help her out.
Did you ever review any of her records at all?
Objection, I don't think he can testify.
What
to
is this
content.
look?
Again, I think it's the same objection. He can answer whether he
Who is she looking at back there? Who was back there? Zoom this camera, please. I want to know who she's looking at. Who is she looking at? And is this her looking at the camera? Because this looks like she's looking at the camera. Stop looking at me. Hey, Taylor, don't look at me unless you're going to tell me what you see. What are you seeing? Okay. What type of cartoon characters is it that you are seeing right now with those eyeballs of yours? Okay. I want to know. I'm curious.
reviewed them, he can't answer anything about the content of the record.
Your Honor, the state, what they're trying to do is they're trying to anticipate an objection. They know this one is not an objectionable one, in my opinion. And any good parent, when you go to the doctor, you're going to talk with the physician or the psychologist or whoever it is about the status of your child. So I'm just
Yeah.
asking that.
It's not like I didn't try. I tried talking to her.
When she was living at your house, sir, on Moraine Way, Was she ever experiencing any hallucinations or anything like that?
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Just know that she wasn't in the right frame of mind, kind of see things. She'd like to walk around and, we take a walk, cemetery, just right down the street. But she just needed, just to kind of get out and walk around and.
Hold up. Wait. You used to take her to the cemetery for walks at night? Oh, interesting. So she sees stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, she's definitely seeing some things that we can't see. I guess that. Him taking her to the cemetery at night, he said it. He slipped and said it. Actually, he said that would see things. And then he says that, he would take her walks like through the cemetery. She was seeing these things. She probably saw Dahmer. She seemed like she, had this thing about Dahmer. She's very into Dahmer. She probably saw Dahmer. She might have been one of those people who could see stuff. Like people, I see dead people. She might have been like that. Okay? I would believe it. I don't believe a lot of stuff. I call bullshit on a lot of things. But if she said that she saw dead people, I would believe her. She seems extremely nutty, and she seems to be pretty honest considering. So if she was to say that she saw dead people, I would be much inclined to definitely believe her. For sure, I would believe that she's seeing these things. Okay.
Ease her mind.
Did you have concerns about her
That
from
would
a
ease her mind.
physical or mental standpoint?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
All right. Thank you. Nothing further. I appreciate that.
Do you have any cross-examination?
Just briefly, Mr. Coronado, were you aware of whether or not your daughter was employed during the time that she was residing with you on Moraine Way?
She was not at the time, no.
Do you know anything about her employment history as an adult?
Sure.
And had she held jobs in the past?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know where she worked?
She worked for Saputo. She worked a couple of years, Saputo, 3.5 years probably.
And is that relatively recently? Prior to her arrest, of course.
Yeah, right, prior to.
And
She was doing really well there too, until her boyfriend / husband got out of jail. That turned everything upside down.
in part because of the methamphetamine use, right?
Yep.
So Taylor was doing pretty well, and then she started using the drugs.
Well, define pretty well. Because if she was like anything like this, I mean, I think pretty well is kind of like how low of a bar are we talking here? Like, what's weird? I kind of feel bad. For this one. She's clearly not all there. Clearly. She doesn't have control of even her face. She don't even have control over her own face. So in the days that we live in now, I'll put it to you like this. Back in the day, in the biblical times, or even you just look in the people who talk about the Bible, and they tell these stories and they use the Bible stories and all this stuff. But whenever nowadays, when somebody says something that back in Bible times, if they had said, they would have seen him as like some kind of a prophet or something, right? They are in these books with these fantastical stories about these things that they see that nobody else can see, or that they heard that no one else heard. But nowadays, if somebody says that, I heard a voice telling me this thing, they put them in the loony bin. So it's either back then, those were loonies, or the ones now are prophets or something of some sorts. Okay. So which one is it? Like, which one is it? Okay. Which one is it? I don't know, but this is just very, very strange. It's a different type of case. This right here is a different type of case. Like, this chick is clearly struggling with just even her own face. Like, she can't even control her own face. It's like her face isn't hers. It's weird. It's weird. If they find her not insane, you need to throw the whole courtroom away. Because clearly, I mean, a blind, deaf, mute person could see and hear and even smell that this chick right here is a mental case. Absolutely, she is. She need to be in a hospital. She need to be medicated. Because if you put her in a prison, it's just going to mean chaos for the prison. She don't even have control over herself. She needs to be where she has close access to the medicine, where they can shovel it down her throat. Like this is what she need, okay? This is what we need as humans. I mean, she seems like she'd be quite determined, which means there's a chance she could escape prison. If she escapes, then here we all are in danger. I mean, we can all hope that she'll just go over to the men's prison and find Daryl. We can hope that. It's not likely. It's not likely. She's going to come out and she's going to find somebody else. And then there was going to be a bucket, and then we know how that ends. We already know how that ends.
No further questions.
Pretty bad drug too.
What was the drug?
No, meth, heroin, whatever else. I don't know.
Marijuana?
Yeah, I don't know. The kid was already doing that shit before and just a fucking loser, and he got my daughter involved in that shit.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Nothing else.
I'm going to end it on that because I don't know what to make of what with Taylor. I don't know. But y'all behave, okay? Because I'm not going to do it. No thanks. But mama love you. Yes, you do. Indeed, she do. Okay? Peace.